today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is the National Football League. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Moments ago, a scene that's played here since 2004. Big Ben Roethlisberger greeted by this sold-out Heinz Field crowd. His Steelers getting set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for it? We're watching here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Deebo Samuel. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended for,
but instead 3rd down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Steelers' 11-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The ball carrier.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. He's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll begin by running the option. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 49ers, 15-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Steelers 3.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25 yards.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Steelers 3.
On 2nd down at 4, Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo, and he's going to go down again. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
49-7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. On first down, Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This is Mostert, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the veteran, Big Ben. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here we go. Lock 80.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
49ers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Richie James on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Runs through the contact. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Connor. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Taylor now returning it. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First down, 49ers.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
George Kittle.
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.